0 Whiskey Tango, turn righting at 260, direct Boston when able. 0 Whiskey Tango, climb and maintain 3000.
It's 43.
Army Copter 73141, contact Seattle Center 124.2.
Waiting for 176 outbound track right there. The blue whip should be pretty much lined up. Full.
Doesn't like is at 43.
Normally we'd have time, but instead of time we can just use the purple. That's what we do in the real world anyway. Also see how far you are from center line. You're drifting out a bit. We can correct that.
Here to 0 Whiskey Tango, cross Boston at 3000, cleared straight in RNAV, runway 17 approach.
If this happened to a VFR pilot, it probably wouldn't last long in these conditions. Yeah, that's very disorienting.
Yeah.
They keep recalibrating your mind.
Here to 0 Whiskey Tango, advise with information.
Turn inbound. Ideally, you can actually put the blue whip and have it curve all the way around the purple like that. The closest degree of bank. It's amazing what you can do. Yeah. Good training day for IMC.
Yeah, most of the flight's been in actual.
Hopefully not too bumpy. Better than flying in the clouds in Florida. Good, alright. We got our crosswind from the left that's kind of pushing us. The crosswind is pushing us.
I see that 14 knot.
You have to crab back in. Up to the west, young man. Correlate with the track as well. So you're doing so good. It's your call if you want to go straight out from here or do one more turn.
Sure. Yeah, let's get clearance for the RNAV 17.
Yeah,
Tacoma.
So your discretion. Once you reach
approach Sky 520 Papa Lima.
520 Papa Lima, go ahead.
If possible, we'd like RNAV 17 into Tacoma will be a full stop. 520 Papa Lima.
520 Papa Lima. Roger. And RNAV 17 into Tacoma Narrows.
Affirmative for 520 Papa Lima.
520 Papa Lima, roger. Cleared Tacoma Narrows Airport via radar. Vectors sliding of 340 and set to maintain 4000.
340 and 4000 for 520 Papa Lima.
0 Papa Lima, will that be a full stop?
Affirmative, full stop for 520 Papa Lima.
For 520 Papa Lima, roger. When you're able, proceed direct Joy 2 and advise with kilo.
When able, direct Joy Q and we'll advise with information. Sky 520 Papa Lima. Right. So
for training, what I'd like you to do is fly a track of 340.
Tango, roger.
Right. In an emergency, you just tell them I'm going to fly a track, but we won't tell them that. So
I think 0 Papa Lima, I said wrong. It's information uniform for Tacoma Narrows.
Roger, thank you. Sky 520 Papa Lima.
News, we got plenty of time. So.
Okay. Or well, kind of hard to do that. So we'll need to go direct Joy Q.
So let's turn left to 340, and we can stay on that as long as we want until we get Joy Q up. Several ways to do that.
And descend down to 4000.
About 20 degrees to the left. We want 340, please. Oh, almost at 4000. Tell you what, I will allow you to use the emergency autopilot mode, which is just a wing leveler.
Okay.
And altitude hold. So
Sure.
once you're on your right track, once you energize that, 0 and then set up your emergency autopilot. That's what you'd have. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Turn on the autopilot and put in altitude mode. You have to press it for 3 seconds. the
There we
altitude
go.
hold. And that's what you get if you lost
Yeah.
this panel. Now you can set up your flight plan. Go ahead.
Sure.
Do the magic, whatever magic you want to do there. A recommendation, you can just flip the flight plan. Why don't you do that? Flip the flight plan. All you have to do is go to menu, flip the flight plan. So I'll show you here. Just hit menu.
There we go,
Invert flight
invert.
plan. Yeah. That's good. All right, now you can put in your procedure.
Zero Papa Lima, traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles off directions of Centurion at 3,000.
Currently in IMC for 520 Papa Lima.
Centurion Zero Whiskey Tango, once you get established on final there, the traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles off direction of Skyhawk at 4,000.
Activate. There you go. Good.
Cool.
So the way you do this in emergency, you would temporarily shut off the autopilot, turn to that track, and then re-engage it in emergency. So you want to try that? It's up to you. Or just hand fly it, whatever you prefer.
So you were saying,
The autopilot can only do roll mode in emergency.
yeah.
So what you do is disconnect it, hand fly till you get the right track, and then re-engage it.
Okay.
You kind of line up the blue whip with
Yeah.
the purple, and then re-engage the autopilot. Up to you. You can put a little more power into 2100. Yeah. I'm just giving you tips for emergencies. There's lots of.
Oh
different
yeah,
ways
yeah,
to do
yeah.
it.
It's definitely
Yeah.
So nearly got the right track.
So now
Well
you can
done.
re-engage.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, and just C mode, which is altitude hold roll mode, good, and then power
4,000.
at your discretion. We're gonna actually go a little faster if you want.
All right, and we'll grab the
100
Okay.
overcast, temperature 14, dew point 09er, altimeter 3004. Expect ILS approach, runway 17 in use. Advise launch contact, you have information, uniform.
Uniform, that's the one he mentioned.
Come to information uniform, Tom 1753 Zulu, wind 160 at 4, visibility 10, sky
Zero Whiskey
condition,
Tango, Catagolia Tower.
2,200 scattered, ceiling 2,900 broken, 7,500 overcast, temperature 14, dew point 09er, altimeter 3004. Expect ILS approach, runway 17 in use. Advise launch contact, you have information, uniform.
Good. The altimeter hasn't changed.
Come to information uniform, Tom 1753 Zulu, wind 160 at 4, visibility 10, sky condition, 2,200 scattered, ceiling 2,900 broken, 7,500 overcast, temperature 14, dew point 09.
it will switch to the right tank.
Yeah, good.
And I'll correct the autopilot.
The reason we could do this is the autopilot's got its own gyro right behind here that maintains mode.
Okay.
Totally independent of AHARS.
Zero Papa Lima, traffic back.
Traffic no factor for Sky 520 Papa Lima.
Way
Thank you.
below us. I can see your track and your desired track. Oh, yeah, right there is good.
Yep.
And altitude hold. Confirm.
Cool.
Roll mode, altitude hold. Life is good, even partial panel.
Yeah, Joy Q will be 2,000. Yeah, pretty much 2,000 all the way to the final approach fix. Once we get cleared down to 2,000 odd.
You can also use this mode, which shows you your flight plan, and or either whatever you prefer.
Okay, yeah. Got 118.5 there. Looks good. Plate date looks good. And once we get cleared down to 2,000, we'll have MDA of 980.
You're gonna become a partial panel professional. See?
Yeah. Alright, so this doesn't have the
Even gives you your VNAV profile. Yeah. What are you looking for there?
minimums, the timer / reference.
Oh no.
For the MFD. Okay.
Well, we could take a look and see. Oh, that doesn't give you that option.
Alright, so yeah, we'll remember 1,000 feet's our minimums.
Another thing you can do on the flight plan, you can put in the minimums too here.
Okay. Has the 2,000. Okay.
You could actually do like, I guess not. I thought it would let you do that, but I guess not. You can see one of the disadvantages of roll mode is not quite as precise.
Yeah, it's drifting a little bit with the wind.
Now let's try one thing. Let's see if you can overpower the autopilot for about 5 seconds with the right turn, then should then re-engage. It's a little hard to do. You get the track you want.
Okay.
Say you want to get in. Let's just try that as an experiment. I'm not sure if that'll work. I think it should just re-engage roll mode.
It looks to be.
Looks better.
Looking pretty good.
You can always cheat and reset the line one time.
Yeah.
Do a direct enter like that. That resets the line one time.
And looks really good.
In an emergency, that's what you do. You just do homing, and you let the control would understand why you're doing that. Are you good? You got desired track 7. Actual track is pretty darn close.
And it has, because the altitude's the VNAV top of descent right there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get cleared down to 2,000 by then.
It's recommending it about 6 minutes. Standard rate.
9 Juliet, Tango for now, please direct descend.
And let's try most of. Let's go 105 knots. So how would you adjust power for 105 knots?
So 105, so a little bit more power.
Yeah. Try that a little bit. 2300 should do it.
Yeah, just over 100, about 102.